Hi guys, Dark Jackal here. Let's dive into the den of darkness with this week's story that's sure to send a shiver down your spine. There is a house buried deep at the end of a dirt road where no map dares to mark the way. It stands crooked against the tree line, its timbers rotting, its roof sagging, but it does not fall. No, it clings to the earth like a parasite, stubborn and waiting. By day, the house looks abandoned, empty, harmless. The curious say it's only wood and nails, eaten hollow by time. But when night comes, the house begins to remember. Soft creak of floorboards in the distance. Those who have passed by at dusk tell of voices, soft, too soft to be human. A giggle where no child hides, a breath pressed against the ear when the night is still. Inside, the walls peel like dead flesh. The wallpaper curls at the corners, revealing bone-white plaster beneath. The air is heavy with mildew, and something else, something metallic, like the faint tang of old blood. No one stays long enough to see more, but once someone did. He was a traveler, a man with no ties, no family. Perhaps that's why the house chose him. He thought it was curiosity that drew him across the threshold, but it wasn't. Door creaks shut with a heavy finality. The moment he stepped inside, the door groaned shut behind him, sealing him into its ribs. His lantern's flame flickered weakly, already suffocating under the house's breath. The first room was filled with dust, thick enough to choke a man. Every surface bore the weight of years. A chair rocked gently, though no hand touched it. A table stood with plates still set, as though dinner had been abandoned in haste. Centuries ago. He whispered to himself that it was only the wind, only the settling of the house. But deep down, he felt it. The house was listening. He climbed the staircase, each step screaming under his boots. Shadows clung to the banister, moving with a will of their own. At the top, a hallway stretched on forever, lined with doors too many for the size of the house. He opened the first. Inside, a nursery. A cradle swayed slowly in the gloom. On the floor, toys lay scattered in unnatural positions, as though small hands had been playing moments before. And on the shelf, a doll waited. Its porcelain face was split, a wide crack running through its cheek. Yet its lips were frozen into a smile. Its glass eyes, black, depthless, stared at him. And then, the cradle stopped moving. He told himself to leave. He turned toward the door, but the hallway no longer waited for him. Where there had been one passage, there were now two, then three. Endless. The doors multiplied, the walls stretching farther and farther into darkness. His lantern shuddered, the light shrinking smaller, tighter, until shadows were all that remained. And from those shadows, something whispered his name. Pause. Whispering sound, a faint laugh. He ran. But the house is patient. It does not chase, it leads. Down one corridor, another. Rooms bending, folding, changing behind him. His own footsteps echoed back at him, but heavier, slower, as though something else followed. At last he reached a room at the farthest end, and there, in the middle, stood a mirror. Cracked, tall as a door. In its glass he saw himself, but not the man he was. This reflection smiled, though he did not. Its eyes were sunken, blackened hollows. Its skin stretched too tight, as if it had been pulled over something that was not quite human. And when he reached to touch the glass, the reflection reached back. Fingers pressed from the other side. The mirror rippled like water. And then it pulled. They found the lantern, days later, shattered near the doorstep. But not him. Never him. And if you stand outside the house today, if you dare to listen closely, you'll hear him. His screams tangled with the others, his voice joining the laughter that slithers from the walls. Because the house keeps what it takes. It waits, patient, hungry, and it knows. You've heard it now. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more creepy content. See you in the next video.